Hello listeners and welcome back to If Underswap by the darkpetal16. This is none other than Gaster's route, aka me. Don't interrupt. Oh, but why? I'm going to do it a lot anyway. You might as well just let me help at the start here as well. Ugh, I'm trying to explain stuff before we get into the video. Go ahead. I'll just be here listening. Okay, so how this is going to work. There's going to be timestamps on this section where you guys can skip to whatever part you want. You can go to the chapter of Snowden. You can go to the chapter of Waterfall. You can go to where I respond to the comments to the previous videos, aka the If MAFIAFELL Gaster route, the one for Papyrus's route. And of course here at the start, right after this section here where you hear me talking, we'll of course check out the comments left on the last, aka first episode for Gaster's route. And then we'll get into this chapter. But first, a warning. Oh, must we warn them? Yeah. Well, then allow me to do said warning. Warning, this will contain yandere behavior. This will also contain a skeleton flirting and just showing affection or just being overly obsessive. Really, I don't see why there's any need to warn them about my behavior. I mean, it's just a part of who I am, and you find it very endearing. You say endearing, I say creepy. But I still get a blush out of you. See what I have to put up with? They see, but they do not care. They still are curious and want to see what this adventure has in store for us. And as of course one of them wants to become my little moth to the flame instead. Stop it! Okay, plain and simply, if you guys see my Dr. Bag's just an experiment, that's where he literally falls in category with. Either way, we're warned. Watch this if you want to. If you don't want to, you've been warned, blah, 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 etc. That was a terrible warning. Well, let's see you do better then. Alright. Plain and simply, if you are uncomfortable with any of the things I've mentioned, trust me, I'm going to get far worse. Either way, if it's not your cup of tea, then feel free to go look elsewhere. Try a different route and just skip mine entirely. I won't be offended. After all, I only need you. No, we'll see you in the route. Oh, do ignore any banging you hear. Don't worry. It's nothing to worry about at all. It's just some noise going on in my lab. Anyway, darkpetal16 left a comment on the first episode of my route. Let's see what Leia said. Hey, why are you reading the comments? This is my comment section. Yes, but it's about me. God, you are so obsessed with yourself. Not at all. I just like being very involved with you. Oh God, can I send him back? Absolutely not. I'm not going anywhere. I go wherever you go. I love that you think that you can do whatever you want at any time. Oh God. Anyway, opening up with roasting the MC, the main character, 10 out of 10. Oh, it's very cute seeing you roast yourself. I'm not roasting me, I'm roasting her. You and her are one and the same, darling. Don't call me darling. I really enjoyed your reaction there. Oh, God. I found you opening with his tone and laugh was so good. Oh, so I thank you. Thank you. Don't encourage him. I was not expecting you to read his lines outright. Very pleasant surprise. Oh, but of course. Oh, goody. Oh, my. If indeed, of course I'm going to say it. I mean, I'm the one saying it. Hush! She's talking to me. You keep thinking that, darling. Stop calling me darling. I wonder what happened to them. Oh my God, WD, I love all the extra commentary from him. Oh, why, thank you. Oh, all these praises. Maybe I should do this full time. Absolutely not. You're not staying full time. Oh, but I'm going to be around for some time indeed while you're doing my route. Yep, moth to the flame. I suggest googling lunar moths. They're so pretty. I love lunar moths. I know exactly what those are. I find those to be so pretty. The thought that you think you have a choice in the matter. This ad interaction was amazing. Very much adored it. Well, thank you. You know, I'm just letting her know that, you know, I let her think she has a choice. She doesn't really. I mean, obviously I'm the one guiding. Can't let my little human go off all alone without someone to guide them by holding their hand. You, my little star, need to definitely be guided along your adventure. Can you please stop doing commentary in the comments section? This is my section. Stop smiling so smugly. I like annoying you. You're so cute. Is there anything I do that you don't find adorable? Nope. Oh, God. Can I read the next part? You can try. Oh. Let's see. WD constantly breaking the fourth wall is top tier, very approved. God darn it all, you approve of him? Oh, wonderful. This is great. The creator has given me the okay to keep breaking the fourth wall. That means it's fine for me to break the fourth wall here too. Haha. 2 against 1. Seems I win. I think you did a good job of nailing WD when he is alone with a romanced MC. Very obsessive and physically affectionate. But of course. After all, I absolutely adore my little human. Why are you looking at me like that, Twinkle? You're so cute when your cheeks are all puffed up. Can you stop talking? Well, now that we're at the end of the comments, I suppose. Does this mean that next time someone leaves a comment, you're going to read it? But of course it's about me. It's about us. You know, us. In fact, I'm really excited for the next part. I can't wait. Oh dear. I don't like how happy he's getting. Why are you blushing more? You know exactly why. Oh God. Okay, we're gonna end it here. We should probably give a warning. There's no need. If they watched episode 1, they know exactly what to expect from me. Expect no less than, well, me being myself, of course. Oh. Well, let's be off. I also really enjoy how you cling to me. I'm small. I can't go very far, very fast. I'm a star. I know, your portable is so cute. Oh, God damn it. Actually, come to think of it, isn't your little persona here of you, this is supposed to be a star plush. Don't squeeze my plush! No, but I really like your plush. Stop. Okay, this is the end of it. Bye-bye. See you guys. To the chapter! A quick disclaimer. So, as you probably noticed from the first episode, I skipped over a couple of things. So in other words, I'm only going to cover things that are relevant or I feel that are interesting. So, when it comes in terms of that wretched maze, you won't see all the different character reactions because, yeah, not all of them are really relevant to Gaster's specific route, but you might get a fun interaction from said second commentary. You know, backseat commentary is really annoying. Oh, but it's so cute seeing you get so frustrated. Again, I can't wait for you to arrive at Hotland and then you can meet in person. Now that will be fun. For you. For you. And deep down you'll also enjoy it. I mean, after all, you're the one who chose that lovely mint green soul just to impress me. Okay, let's get on with the chapter. Stop touching me. But why? I like it. And besides, I know what's best for you. You chose to be cheerful. What a warm personality you have. Indeed, and you definitely need it for tackling Snowden, my dear. Loading Snowden. We are level 1 with a lovely mint green soul. It does suit you very well. The door shuts behind you so your kitten heels sink into the snow. Top tip, do not wear kitten heels in the snow. I'm pretty sure the heel would snap, or worse. You'd be cold. Wear socks. Wear tights. Wear something. The smell of pine trees and snow tickle your nose, and you feel the urge to sneeze. Really? Of course, a tissue. A handkerchief for you. Though you do have a really adorable little sneeze. Go over there for 5 minutes, will you? Alright, I'll be counting. Oh, don't count. You sniffle. Your peony-colored eyes roam around as you take in the area. Wow. Clouds! After you exit from the Crystal Caverns, you're on top of a steep snowy hill, which is going to be absolutely freaking difficult to get down in kitten heels. At the bottom of the hill is a path that leads into a pine tree forest. From the top of the hill, you can see a vast expansion of forest and many more snowy hills, meaning we'll literally just probably trip and fall all the way down. Oh, it's a shame I can't be the catch you when you fall. But I will at some point, won't I? Stop talking! There is no key ceiling in here that you can see. It rather looks like a blue sky with huge white clouds, and the clouds are massive and touch the horizon. That can't be right. You squint at the sky. It's duller in color than the real sky, and strangely you can see blue crystals behind some of the clouds. The more you stare at the sky, the more it feels off to you. It's an illusion. A very good illusion, but an imitation nonetheless, which I can't say much since I don't have magic. Isn't that adorable? Hush. The monster must have enchanted their cave ceiling to mimic the sky. It's an impressive feat of magic, although now that you know it's fake, it's hard not to spot the difference. You see no sun, no source of light, yet the whole sky is lit up. The crystals poke out from the clouds, and the cloud edges are too clean to be natural. You breathe out slowly, your hot breath lingering in the cold air, and your scarf is keeping you warm. Yes, that lovely mint green scarf. I do love it. It matches us so well. This is my scarf. Get your own? Don't smile like that. It exceeds a gentle warmth. Go away. You know it had to be cold. You can see your breath, and there's snow everywhere. But it feels no different than the Crystal Caverns. The scarf wrapped around you is keeping you perfectly toasty, and you start to walk down the hill, or at least struggle to, and step on a white stone path. You walk in silence for a few minutes. Suddenly, a chill goes down your spine, and you feel like someone is watching you. What? Really? Oh, come now. That's an honest reaction. It's not the gaze you should be caring about. The only gaze you should care about is mine. And I won't tolerate you looking at anybody else but me. So bear that in mind, little one. Oh, God. Ignore it. It's not the gaze you care about. Don't be so smug. To find that gaze soon enough, you'll get that. Oh, God. Oh, no. Don't laugh. Say it properly, Twinkle. Come on. I can't. My character really is a freaking idiot. Oh, no. You're just mad with desire for me. And you're so full of yourself right now. To find that gaze. Soon enough, you'll get there. The sensation of being watched vanishes, and you carry on down the path. It's very straightforward, thankfully no turns or divergences. If it wasn't for the odd sky above you, you would almost delude yourself into thinking you're on a normal walk through the forest. It almost calms you, but you want to keep your wits about you. So you do. You keep your wits about you as you continue on your journey. Okay, so I will be right back. At this point, I have, of course, found the key, and I did bump into Poppy and Vi, but since I did agree to someone that I would completely skip the bunnies, so that way he doesn't have to put up with them, then here we are. Apparently, I stopped midway, because apparently my little paper detector, aka my moth on my hand, that apparently has a craving for paper, magical paper specifically, is apparently now flashing continuously, letting me know, hey, it's freaking over here! It's freaking like Navi whenever I use that mod, When Navi's like, hey, listen, until I freaking wanted to strangle the damn thing because it was supposed to help me find diamonds, but instead it gave me a goddamn headache. Oh, let's not ever bring that up again. Oh, I do love when you get angry. It's very attractive. Oh, be quiet. The fog tastes like crisp, clean water. Your right hand tingles and it brightly glows mint green. You follow this sensation until a blinding light appears in the snow. It fades away and in place you see a piece of paper. Let's pick it up. Time to read it. Progress is slow. Arthur and Dion insists on being careful. Understandable because he's hearing voices of said Gaster. Almost caught. The younger ones are getting antsy. Oh, that's freaking so them to get angsty, isn't it? They're having to hide, especially when they don't understand the reason. Well, that's going to get them killed, and if they can't work out A and B. I don't blame them. What do you mean? The reason is obvious why you've got to hide. If something is trying to kill you. Oh, overly cautious. Nothing here is a threat. Ah, that's hilarious. Nothing here is a threat. That's because you don't hear Gaster talking like I do. Oh, come now. You like hearing my voice. I'm pretty sure a lot of them out there do as well. Ugh. The rest of the paper is gone. Another note. This must be from the group of mages that went missing. What happened? Oh, come now. You don't need to fret about that. All will be revealed in due time, my dear. Do you have to say that near my ear? Well, yes, I like being this close to you. I don't appreciate you being that close. I like some space, please. No, but I like being this close to you. I enjoy your warmth. No. Okay, I will be back. Long story short, after slightly losing my mind, having to deal with this wretched maze more than once in my life, we of course made it out safely, then only to meet the orange bone trap, which we now made our way to, of course, the clearing. Remember, kids, if it's orange, you jump. If it's blue, you stay still. Remember, colours matter. Anyway, now that we're at the clearing, there's another one of those stations on the north side of the clearing. On the far east side, you can see another small path. The main path goes through the clearing and goes south, and it looks like you have to choose to go. A brand snaps from behind you. You feel a gaze on you. You turn around and find yourself staring up to a tall skeleton monster. Oh, look, it's my brother. It's just one of them. It's my baby Brum's brother. Oh, this is going to be adorable. What is up with you big brothers and teasing the baby ones? Oh, but they're so cute. He's slouching, both of his hands in his pockets of his orange hoodie. He's wearing warm brown shorts with a white stripe down the side. His orange and white shoes match his hood. He has a cigarette in between his teeth. Its smoke slowly curls into the cold air. Is he smoking again? He stares down at you with droopy black eye sockets. You beam at him and warmly greet him. You truthfully introduce yourself, and the skeleton gives you a half smirk. Name's Papyrus. I'm actually supposed to be on the watch for humans, Papyrus shrugs, but I don't care about capturing them and capturing anybody. Oh, so him being lazy. Now, my brother Sans, he might give you some trouble. It's his traps you've been stumbling through. Like the net, the fog, and the cage. You didn't say anything, just a sigh? Oh, yes. I mean, what else am I meant to say? Your expression alone speaks volumes, and they can't even see it, but I can see that twitch. Oh, so they weren't pranks? Papyrus chuckles. Is that what you think they are? They were harmless. Papyrus takes a cigarette out and blows smoke away from you. They might not work for you, but they shouldn't. But you shouldn't underestimate my brother. Why is he telling you this? Papyrus takes a drag of cigarette. 'Cause I wanted to. It doesn't look like he wants to elaborate. Why didn't the traps not work on you? Why would you think I know? Papyrus inquires in bemusement. He might, but it doesn't hurt to ask. To be honest, I do have a hunch, he says with a lazy wink. And will you share that hunch? Nah, he says. Okay, why isn't he attacking you? That's far too much effort. he says. He doesn't seem to want to add any more reason. What's his brother like? His smile widened. He's the coolest dude I know. He winks with one eye. Although he might have a bone to pick with you since you're human. Oh, what did I ever do? Just freaking existing and being a human without magic. Don't take it personally. They're quite endearing when you get to know them. Just give them time. They'll get used to you. Though you'll be spending far too much time with me. Oh dear. Is there any way to befriend him? You don't want to fight any monster. Maybe, he says. He's got a big heart. As does someone else. You consider Papyrus's words. Does Papyrus know the way to the castle? Yup. He says, you're on the right road. That's good to know then. Papyrus! A loud voice interrupts him and it comes from behind Papyrus. You lean around the tall monster to see another running to you. He is half the size of Papyrus, a skeleton monster with a sky blue bandana scarf tied into a bow behind him. He wears a long black pants that are tucked into knee-high sky blue boots, and he wears a short sleeves grey shirt tunic and sky blue gloves. Over the top of the shirt is a grey chest plate with shoulder pads. He barrels down the path, sky blue eyelights focusing on Papyrus, and then he notices you. His eyelids expand and his eye sockets narrow. Human! Shouts the skeleton. State your name. My name is Twinkle. Isn't it an adorable name? He can't hear you. I know. But you can. Unfortunately for me. Why are you touching me again? Oh, because I'm bored. Twinkle, repeats the skeleton. I am the Magnificent Sans, Lieutenant in the Royal Guards. Humans must be captured by order of Her Majesty, Toriel Dramir. Surrender yourself peacefully. No. Sans glowers at you. I do not know yet how you got past my traps, but you will not continue forward. He swipes his right hand horizontally through the air, his eye sockets narrow in distrust. Pop! Behind the line now! Kai, goes Papyrus. There's a flicker of orange and Papyrus is suddenly several paces behind Sans. Sans leaps up high and back. The snow-covered ground rumbles and suddenly a wall of snow and ice shoots up in the path. Sans lands at the top of the newly formed wall with Papyrus beside him. The wall covers the entire path and you see it continues on through the forest. From where you stand, you see no way around it. Your progress ends here, Sans shouts down at you. You will not be able to continue on. This gate was made by me. He stomps on the gate and smirks. It can only be opened by a very special key. Only two exist. One for me and one for my youngest brother. None for you. Me. The fact that he literally states by here that for my youngest brother. For one. For my youngest brother. That technically hints that there might possibly be another brother. But of course. But that's spoilers, isn't it? Stop touching my back again. Oh, but I find the little antics endearing. I can't wait for our little antics to begin. I don't like the way you're beaming or smiling right now. Please stop, literally staring at the back of me and smiling. It's very eerie. Oh, but why? I love your reactions. Papyrus coughs. About that, bro. Sans turns to face his brother. What? I lost my key, he says with a shrug. You what? I was too bone-tied to keep a hold of it, Papyrus says with a lazy smile and shrug. Gah! Sans stomps on the ground. You numbskull, your puns and laziness would be the death of my last strand of sanity. You still have that? Papyrus mocks. I better step up my game. Sans makes a noise of annoyance. Get back, to Snowden! Kai, goes Papyrus. Papyrus gives you a half-hearted wave goodbye as he jumps over the edge and disappears. Your journey ends here, human, he says. The next snowstorm will tie you out and I will collect you afterwards. Of course you may surrender at any point. You will not surrender. Then enjoy your blizzard. Seems like you have to figure out a way past this gate. You watch Sans hop over the edge of the gate and disappear. More than likely, he will be on the other side of the gate. If no, when you open it, you did find the key earlier. You could use it now and unlock the gate. Okay, so I'm going to unlock the gate, and then I will cut back when I'm done getting the others. You hold up the key to the door. What was once a smooth ice surface starts to transform and melt into a keyhole. Appears. You insert the key. A split forms up the middle of the wall. A portion of the wall swings out like a door. You may now cross the wall. Okay. I'm going to save. Hold on. Save. And also save. Multi-saves help a lot, folks. Just saying. At last, my journey into the stupid fog is over. We got Poppy and Violet, that's all that matters. Let's just quickly help these two, and then we're gonna just go into town and we'll pretend that the maze never existed. Out of sight, out of mind. I wish something else was. I wonder what would that be? You know exactly what I'm talking about? Stop that! No. Thank you, humans, says Violet. Guess not all humans are so bad, huh? You like to think so. Poppy chuckles. Take care, human. You continue on. You go down the path. The snow has covered most of the stones, but you do see bits of it peeking out. With each step down the path, more and more snow has been brushed aside to reveal it. The trees begin to part and crop sparingly as you go. You steadily walk up a steep hill, and at the top you see a town in the distance. You walk down the hill, but are stopped by a wall of glowing sky blue. But oh no, am I going to fight Sans? Stop right there, human! The bones shoot back down into the ground. They didn't even leave behind a hole. The ground is pristine where they once were. Oh, this will be fun to watch. Fun for who? Fun for me. I know you can do it. So I have nothing to worry about. I'll be waiting. Sans stands 7 meters or so away. His hands are placed firmly on either side of his hips as he stares defiantly at you. You will not get past me, evil mage, he boldly declares. I may also have to, of course, clarify to him what exactly is an evil mage and what isn't. You tell him you're not an evil mage. In fact, you're not even a mage. You have no magic for the last time. Look, you were rejected from Harry Potter School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. You don't have to keep bringing it up. That is exactly what an evil mage would say. He rebunks. I will not fall for it again. What do you mean again? He pronounces each word loudly at the start. You will not get past me, he says. I am the protector of this town, and I will keep everyone safe. I understand, Sans. You've gone through a lot. You've seen some terrible things. I get it, and that's weighed heavy on your soul. But I am not a freaking mage. I am... The only dangerous thing I have on me is a scarf. Oh, and a paper that apparently makes a flower wince. But I don't think I've got that paper yet. You tell me you're not a threat. Sans raises his right hand above him. A huge axe appears in the air. It's practically the same size as him. He drops it into his hand and he grips it tightly. Then prove it. How does fighting you prove that I'm not a threat? In fact, it just proves that you're very threatening and very dangerous. Oh, God. He hurls the axe directly at you. A defenseless person with no weapons in your hand. Half assuming we got freaking magic when we don't. Also, how would magic even help me remotely dodge a freaking massive axe? Oh well. Slightly high speed and you can hear it rumble. Freaking jump to the side. You jump to the side. The axe was thrown at such a velocity it caused the wind to whip you as it flies by you. As soon as the axe was thrown, Sans has leapt up into the air. He lands with tremendous force in the spot where you were. The ground cracks underneath him. From it, his bright blue eyes lights are focusing on you. You tell me you don't want to fight? Then don't. But if I don't, I'll die. That's not even remotely a small thing to say to me. What the hell, Sans? I thought you didn't want to hurt anyone. If I chose not to fight in this moment, would you throw the axe at me? Dodge right. You instinctively leap right. Orange bones shoot from Sans's hand. You're not fast enough to completely dodge them, and 5 of them go through your left arm. But they did not hurt you while you were leaping. Sans raises his hands back above his head. Dozens upon dozens of orange bones are conjured into the air. So many of them, they block out the light of the illusion sky. Well then, run away! You don't feel comfortable taking your eyes off the skeleton monster, so you decide to run backwards. A good thing too, while the wall of orange bones start to rain down at you, Sans creates a single blue bone and he hurls it at you with such speed, you honestly don't know how you can even see it, let alone react to it. Well, stand still then. The blue bone passes through you, harmlessly. Oh, look at you go. I knew that you could do it. Ah, with such skills, you'll make it to me in no time. Now's not the time for your commentary. Oh, but there's always time for my commentary. It's like the trap. Blue means you can keep still. Orange, you look up and the bones are still descending. You can't run. You can't outrun them, but you start to move around in place. They phase through you and you run through them to the other side. Me to keep moving. Sans leaps over the bones and stands atop of them to look down at you. He raises his left hand and summons his axe again. Oh, come on, Sans, no. Sans is assessing you. Why aren't you blue or orange? Sans demands. Both of my attacks touch you. You should be under my magic now. Yeah, but you know how your magic works, Sans. If it's not working, then there's no magic in me. Hello? Logic means you're attacking a defenseless, non-magic user. Hello? Hello? You want to stop? I'm afraid I can't, human. I need to defend the village. The town needs me. That is so freaking cute, but... Sans stomps the bones under him. I knew it. You're a powerful mage, aren't you? You freaking know how your magic works. That logically doesn't make any sense, Sans. No, you aren't a mage at all. In fact, you don't want to keep dodging dangerous freaking axes, bones, and other things. Then how else do you explain why my attacks haven't made you blue or orange? Maybe my soul just never wants to leave the color, green. Maybe my soul is just solely meant to be green in this road and never to be blue or orange. It just physically can't become those colors. No matter how hard you try, I'm afraid. I've already tackled your red, so blue and orange just isn't for me anymore. I'm solely green. I love when you said it like that. Oh, I completely forgot about you again. Stop it. No. You conquered my traps. You got through my gate. To be fair, it wasn't that hard to get through your gate. Especially with Papyrus just dropping his key randomly. Well, not really randomly, it's obviously clearly intentional, but still. You really aren't a mage, and you don't have magic at all. He frowns at that, and he lowers his axe. You tell me you don't want to fight. You aren't here to hurt anyone. In fact, you even went out of your way to go backwards into the stupid freaking maze that he left out. Which obviously didn't just freaking affected you, it affected everybody else. I'm the least hostile thing in here. You're simply trying to make your way to the castle. In that case, Sans tilts his head, surrender peacefully. I, the Great Sans, will personally escort you through Snowdin into the very capable hands of my fellow monsters. If you mean no harm, then prove it. That sounds like a terrible idea. That tells me that I'm going to probably be handed off to someone I either don't like, possibly untie, or maybe even... Oh, please surrender to him and come straight to me. Absolutely not. If there's a chance that it's you at the end of that, absolutely not. No, I respectfully refuse. Is it not the Queen's order for all humans to be killed? Sans flinches. Well, yes, but I'm sure if I ask nicely and personally escort you will be okay. That is so freaking cute that you believe that if you ask ever so nicely that she will reconsider her law that she's made after all these years. You're so freaking precious. She's a stubborn goat. You are... I know, he's endearing, isn't he? Oh my god. The question is, how are you two related? One's lazy, one's an innocent bean, and then there's you. What happened? Would you like to hear my life story? Absolutely not. Sans, you don't want to take that chance. You ask Sans to please stop fighting. Sans shakes his head. I cannot let you go on. You cannot be trusted. What? What do you mean I can't be trusted? I saved your bunnies! The bunnies you left stranded in your stupid freaking fog maze! How freaking dare you! Oh god, he looks uncomfortable and he points at you. You feel an odd tingle in your chest. Hey! Stop touching my soul. For once, I actually agree with her. Don't go touching that soul. That soul is mine. A blue outline appears around your soul and it disappears after a few seconds. Frustration appears briefly over his face and he grips his axe tightly, then lunges from atop of the bone. Oh god. Okay. What do I want to do? I feel instinctively I want to jump back. I feel like that's what I want to do. I feel like I should probably jump back from him. That's what I instinctively want to do. As you can tell right now, I'm pretty, like, I've done this so many times with the other ones that I'm pretty comfortable in knowing, like, the routine for Sans. But when it comes to the second half, not so much. YOLO! Jump back! Oh, thank God I did. You jump back as Sans swings the axe down in your place. It digs into the ground. He grips the handle tightly, then flips back and kicks at you. Again! Excuse you! Tummy sensitive, don't go kicking me! I'm a girl! I don't have any magic! You were wearing freaking boots, for God's sake! I have only got a skirt on! Excuse you! Also, you're probably making my jumper dirty, or even my freaking scarf. Excuse you! Don't go kicking a girl, I'm also wearing glasses! Block with your arms. You barely get your arms up in time to block. His boot connects to your arm with a resonating smack. Ow! I also bruise easy! He kicks you with enough force you will send careening back. You fly through the air and only stop when you are slammed into a pine tree. The trees and branches snap under your weight, but thankfully it also helps cushion your landing. Your ears are ringing, you see double. Your breath throbs painfully and the power of your landing was more than enough to leave you winded and struggling to breathe. You see a glimmer of orange. Force yourself to move out the way. It takes an incredible amount of willpower, but you do force yourself to move. Several orange bones pierce through the trees that cushioned you. Then slice the tree in half and continue on. A few more trees are split apart in the process. You see a glimmer of blue. Go still. Can you stop that? You go still and the bones phase through you harmlessly. You struggle to catch your breath, wheezing in pain from being flung into the tree, and the sounds of the snow crunching makes you tense. Sans approaches you. He spins his axe around absent-mindedly in one hand. You tell him you don't want to fight, and he stares blankly at you. Encounter Sans. He's watching you. You tell him you don't want to fight, and you at least definitely don't want to be kicked around anymore like a ragdoll or a ball. Get up, he says. You shakily do. It hurts to breathe and he stares at you. His face difficult to read. You didn't fight back, he states. You don't want to fight him. I could have killed you, he says. You don't want anyone to die. You were hurt, he says. You won't be able to dodge me for much longer. Surrender, human. This is your last offer. No. Oh, but why? You could have come to me. Gaster, stay out of this. This is Sans' moment to shine. You don't want to. Yes, it'll be hard to keep going. Your back and chest ache and it is hard to catch your breath. There's a blurry edge to your vision that won't go away no matter how many times you blink. That doesn't matter. You won't give up. You defiantly stare back at Sans. In the depths of your soul, you know you can do this. You can make it through. You are filled to the very brim of wisdom, and that will push you forward. What are you doing? Oh, I love it when you say about wisdom. I know you can do this, and Sans really doesn't mean any harm. It's just situations as they are. He's just doing what he feels is right. You won't take it personally, will you? You tell Sans you will not give up. He levitates his axe and presses under your chin. Oh god, he levies against your throat. No matter what, no matter what. Sans smiles. I like your resolve, human, he says as he pulls his axe away. I can clearly see I pushed you near your limit. But you never used magic on me, nor did you attack me. I believe your claims. Wow, I had to literally be beaten almost to an inch of my life. He's like, oh, I pushed you to the limit, but it's okay. You didn't attack me. It's fine. Sans, you're adorable, but my god. I, the great Sans, give you permission to go to Snowdon, he says. He raises his right hand. A glass bottle filled with pale green liquid appears in his hand. See, he's one of the few Sanses that will heal me. He tosses it to you and you catch it. This is a healing potion, he says. Drink. You drink it, willingly trusting his words. But obviously I know he means no harm. Once all your injuries are healed and you can breathe easily again. Good, he says. Enjoy your visit, human. Sans then turns away and leaves you. He has spared you. You are free to enter Snowden. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna look around the outskirts for the said paper. You just get the feeling there might be one around. You circle around the right side of the town and your hunch is proven correct. As you near the back of a building, your right hand tingles and it brightly glows mint green. You follow the sensation until a blinding light appears in the snow and it fades away. In its place, you see a piece of paper and you pick up the third note. Something more than expected. The magic crystals found here have been of excellent quality. Everyone is ecstatic. A lot of the younger mages are discussing how rich we'll be when we get back. Ugh, freaking, of course. Let's see, Archmage Dion seems oddly uninterested in the crystals. Fair enough, he's got to deal with freaking Gaster constantly chatting away in his goddamn brain. Really, he's not going to give a toss about the crystals. He's just like, ugh. And the worst thing is, he's just, if you think about this, what has happened is Gaster has lured this Archmage to come here and he's brought these other mages with them. They're literally lambs to the slaughter at this point. They are being led directly into the belly of the beast and we know they don't make it out alive. And all because of Archmage Dion keeping quiet about Gaster the whole entire goddamn time. He could have saved lives, but instead he just kept quiet because he was like, yeah, no one's gonna believe me. That's something crazy. I had a monster talking to me at wee. My god. Ah, well, a future. Ridiculous. So, how could they be? He insists he stay hidden from the monsters. He insists we stay hidden. Yes, because we know that if you get caught by Sans will take you to them. I'm looking forward to our first contact. I read the monsters turn to dust when they die. What does that look like? I'm so excited to find... Wait a minute. I could have sworn this wasn't all unveiled before. Could be my imagination. I'm so excited to find out. I'm so excited to find out what a monster looks like when it turns to dust. I can't wait. You sicko. What the hell? I have no sympathy for these mages. Forget it. I don't give a toss. I'm glad they're gone. I don't give a shit about them anymore. No, especially this one writing. Screw him. Ugh, the rest of the page is gone. Another note. This must be from the group of mages that went missing. Excited to find out. Disgusting. Entering Snowden. Okay, so I'm going to go and do these encounters and then I will be back. Long story short, we help Cinnamon and Cinnamon wants us to deliver something to her boyfriend because they don't get to talk to each other now that they're so far apart. So I agreed, and then this bit of dialogue pops up. So if you don't know, Cinnamon will help you get with any one of the monsters if you help her. She talks to Sans and she talks to Papyrus. So let's see what she says for Gaster's route, shall we? Cinnamon squeaks. She pulls you into her arms and nuzzles your face. Oh my stars, thank you, thank you, thank you. She's welcome. You're happy to help. I promise I'll support you in your own love quest, she says cheerfully. When we next meet, say the word, and I'll so totally talk you up to whomever. I'm pretty sure Gaster would not appreciate you talking up to him. And I don't think I need your help with that. You sound Kirby. You have a feeling you'll catch his attention on your own. How do I know it's a boy? How do I know it's a boy? Is it because the voice sends male? Oh my stars, that confidence is so attractive. I'm rooting for you. Oh no, I don't like how happy she got at that. Okay, now it's time to leave Snowden. Oh good, fantastic. End of Snowden. You were chasing the voice from your dreams. Are you okay? I've been asking that of my character since the very beginning. I don't think she's okay. But you know, that's just my opinion. Oh, don't worry, you're perfectly fine, my dear. Chasing after me is quite alluring and worth the chase. Okay, don't forget to check your journal. Okay, but we are 100%. This right here shows we are 100% on Gaster's, right? So let's check relationships. Let's see what it says. Chloe's suspicion you is willing to listen within reason. Papyrus isn't interested. Sand hopes he judged you right. You're a whisper he can barely hear. Really, he's a whisper? I'm a whisper he can barely hear. He is like a deafening shout that I definitely can hear. Well then, time to head to Waterfall. Correct? Off we go. Oh goody, my human has a special double feature for all of you. Enjoy the next chapter. Hello my little stars and welcome back to If Underswap by the darkpetal16. We're on Gaster's route. Hello humans. Hush! You're not shush. This is my time to shine, not yours. Oh, I do love when you shine, and alright. I'll hold my tongue for now. You have a tongue? Want me to show you? No. I'll pass. Let's just get into Waterfall. You follow the path that leads you out of Snowden. It takes you to a blue stone wall with a wide opening, and you step inside. The snow stops at the entrance as if there's an invisible barrier that keeps it out. The cave ceiling is much lower in here. Ugh. And the illusion sky is gone. Deep indigo colors these walls and floors, and the stone has been sanded down. It is smooth to the touch. There are indents in the wall on the left. They are slightly below your eye level, and in each center is a flame that flickers between blue and white. It must be fueled by magic, because you see no wood, charcoal, or tangible things for the flames to rest on. You raise a hand up to the flame. They see no heat. Illusion lights then? You walk down the path, and your footsteps echo loudly as you do. The cave ceiling is lower than you, although you'll still need it. Yes. Where you are short, I'm tiny. I'm petite. Oh, that means I can pick you up and hold you close to me, eh? Shush. Your height isn't something you think about often. Stop it. You're accustomed to looking up. Stop. But since coming to the underground, you've had to actually tilt your entire head to look up at some of the monsters. Asgore and Papyrus are so tall that you feel like a child standing next to them. And imagine what's going to be like with me. I'd rather not. At least there are tiny monsters too. You wonder what life must be like for Whimsy. There's a long tunnel. You travel in silence for several minutes. There's a fork at the end of the tunnel. The left path leads to some stairs going up, and there's a right path going down. Which path do you take? Okay, so again, same thing as before. I will only cover certain things. If you want to know the full route and everything, go check out Papyrus. No. Yes, it's Papyrus, right? Papyrus's route was the first one I did. Yeah. Okay, well, I will be back. Tally ho. After walking some time, I ended up coming across the flowers. You walk along the flower path and listen to the stream of water that trickles down it. You walk along the path and admire the view. It looks like the path leads to a small clearing with a bench. The flowers are much taller here and provide an illusion of privacy. Oh, you see Flowey. Oh, can we just please skip over the wretched weed? Be nice to Flowey. But why? I only need you. And you only need me. You approach Flowey. The flower is between two large blue flowers. The flower monster is easily missed in spite of his bright blue-yellow petals because of how tiny he is. You happily approach Flowey and greet the monster, and Flowey makes a noise of disgust. His full face tilts into disdain. Whatever you have, only get rid of it. That feels disgusting. Pardon? The sheer revulsion on his face gives you a pause. He's sincerely disgusted by you. He hasn't acted in that way before. You think carefully over what new thing you could have that could be bothering him. You point to the scarf and ask him if it's that. Was it made with nasty human magic? Flowey sneers. No, you don't think so. Then no, he says. What do you have made by human magic? You think carefully. Oh, you pull out one of the notes you've collected. Flowey cringes an entire body. Ugh, put that nasty thing away. Wow, he can send the magic off this paper. Are all monsters capable? Flowey glances away. Different. You look down at the paper and explain to him that it reacted to your insignia. Human magic triggered by other human magic. Flowey mutters. Not surprising. Flowey wasn't bothered by your insignia before. Because, yeah... Flowey stops himself and he huffs. What does it matter? You're an idiot. You wouldn't even understand even if I explained it to you. He turns away. You'll do your best. So rolls his hair. It's a waste of time. You're going to ask me to help you teach a fish to fly next. You know there are flying fish. You said that before. Well, I don't want to. but he brought it up. To emphasize my point, you're an idiot. Yes, my characters. We've established this many times. Yes, but for some reason I find them vastly attractive, and they do have this sort of wisdom, so they really can't be an idiot now, can they, in this one? That remains to be seen. Worse than those mages. At least they knew how this world works, he mutters. And is that why the magic is grow? Aye, you beam. So he knows as I do. Don't get smoked, fine. You want to know that bad? He raises one of his vines to point to the paper. I just don't know what they did, but it's a violation of nature itself. Just being near it grosses me out. I am curious if it's something to do with the void. Because the void was unnatural. It was something that was said to be like, it was wrong and disgusting, and you knew that being there, it was wrong. It goes against the a violation of nature itself. So I am wondering. Only the paper magic? One of the magics on the paper, he confirms. One? There's more than one? So what if there is, he mutters. You reason one would be made to react to other human magic. What about the others? Clearly one of the spells on here discuss Flowey. No good. You asked Flowey how many spells are on there. And why should I answer you? Because the two of you are on way to becoming best friends. Must you make friends with that thing? I see your saintlyhood hasn't diminished. Flowey looks away from you, his fake smile back in place. An answer for an answer. What does he want to know? Why haven't you defended yourself? They will kill you now. You want to make friends with the monsters. That's so stupid, says Flowey. You know all the other monsters have come out dead, right? Every single one. That was then, this is now. You think monster and human could become friends? God, you're a freaking idiot. Flowey stares at you for a long moment. He looks away from you. 3. Only one of them feels gross. 3. He reaches up with his vine and he holds out one of the notes. He taps it. The original note transforms. Don't find him, don't find him, don't find him, don't find... Gaster, I can't see. That's because you don't need to see that note. We'll pretend we don't see it at all. Ignore that. Stupid flower. When Flowey pulls his vines away, it turns back. Was that bad magic, he said? No, he says. I don't know what that vile stuff is. A spell to keep the note hidden unless found by a human. A spell to hide a message on the note. And a third spell that's evil? You should get rid of them, says Flowey. They're disgusting, will you? No, but I do want to save. Because I am curious. I feel like this probably will lead to a bad ending at some point. Maybe not now, but maybe later. So, no. You want to keep all the notes you have. Flowey gives you a tired look. Why ask for my help if you aren't going to accept it? You're very grateful for help, and you simply think there's more to this than either of you two know. He disappears from view as he burrows back underground. You finish walking through the fields. There's nothing else for you here right now. Okay, so I'm going to go and explore a bit more, and I will be right back. We travel for a little bit, and now we found Gerson. You travel along the wall. A turtle monster is slowly walking towards you from the opposite direction. He notices you and gives you a good nod. You politely nod back. You're the one that fell in, huh? The turtle asks you. He laughs to himself. Oh, you must be an infant. Your magic is barely non-existent. You don't have any magic for the last time. The turtle seems surprised by this. None? None. Bet you've got some interesting stories then, he says. I've never thought about life without it. Ha! Waha, then again I'd be dead without it. Waha! I am Gerson Rivara. Introduce yourself, your full name. Give him your last name. Yes, here you go. Nice name. It's, yes, Miss Phoenix, says Mr. Rivara. Care to swap stories with an old man? Yes. He smiles. What kind of story do you want to tell him? Tell him something sad. You told him about a time you felt unhappy. What kind of... Let's see. One of loss and grief. He listens to your story. You speak in a quiet voice as you relay the memory. Your emotion paints your tone as you reflect on the past. You try to share a memory because of how much of an impact it made on you. It's meaningful to you. The wave of grief is powerful. It ebbs and flows over you like waves on a bench. Some days it's overwhelming and drags you down. Other days it's barely a tickle. At the end of your tale, he somberly says, death is something we all share. It touches our lives in one way or another. Yes, little by little we can let go of loss, but never of love, he says. Thank you for sharing this story with me. You thank him for listening. As you have shared heartbreak with me, I will do the same. Oh, okay, Mr. Rivera says. You shift your weight as you prepare to listen. You are not the first human to come here, the turtle says in a deep, rumbly voice. Many have come. Many he affirms. One of those many few. Still, we're peaceful. Oh no. A century ago, Gerson begins, there was a clever group of mages, 15 in total, that's a lot of them, who fell into the deep forest surrounding Snowdon. Your eyes widen. You have only glimpsed the forest on your journey. It was massive. You couldn't see an end to it. Its tall trees cover the hills and horizons. The forest is not meant for adventure, he continues, as the environment itself is inhospitably hostile. What does that mean? Did you not notice how your footsteps vanish on Snowdon? You recall the fog and how the snow swallowed up your footsteps. The further into the forest you go, the stronger the magic, he continues. The snow will not only vanish your indentations within seconds, but will seek to cover you. The trees will bend in, and the roots will entangle your legs. The morning fog produces hallucinations or past loved ones to trick you further in. The mages were most unfortunate to pass through the barrier to such a hostile spot. Gerson pauses. When they made it to the main path, only a few of them remained. He takes a deep breath. I am sure. He continues, sorry. You can imagine what state they were in. Tired, scared, desperate. Yes, you can easily imagine. They came across a child. Oh God, says Gerson, and begged for help. They pleaded for mercy, for the child to save them. The child agreed and showed the mages to his home, where he hoped his father would be able to help. Well, that's nice. What was the problem? I don't like this. This story's about to get frickin' dark. Gerson smiles at you. Would you have done the same in the child's place? Yes, absolutely. Then you would have met the same fate. Oh, Christ, says Gerson. You frown. I don't like this story. I'm right here with you, don't worry. You know, for once I actually don't mind you being there. Just keep holding on to me. The forest magics have driven them mad, he says. Oh, God. The moment the child's father came into view, he and the mages clashed. Neither side survived. And the child? Alive, he said. He is the oldest of the three. The youngest was barely a month. Is that... Oh, free? Oh, shit. It's Gaster. It's freaking Gaster. Is it Gaster? The youngest was barely a month. Oh my God, is that Papyrus? Was it Baby Bones Papyrus? Because they're the only three? And he said he's one of the three. The youngest was barely a month old. Oh shit. You quickly thank him for sharing the story. Take care, everyone. Wahaha. You bid the chill monster goodbye. No, I'm so interested now on the other. Hold on. One of love hurting you. I need to know. Okay, okay. Is this one important? Oh God. Okay, so let's see what this one is and then we'll go back. But I think that's the story because it says three brothers. So I'm going to say right now, I really think that's Gaster. That's Gaster, Sans, and Papyrus. And that's why they're alone. And they barely survive because the baby nearly died. Is this the story? Oh shit. Oh God, now it's making more sense why he lost them. Oh no. So, what do you think of me now? No comment. No comment. I'm going to give you a hug. Don't let it go to your head. Alright. That is so bad. If it is him... Now I feel really sad. Okay, let's read what the other story is. As you have shared heartbreak with me, I will do the same. Many, many years ago, there was a cat who fell in love with a dog. And the cat would watch over the dog every evening when the dog finished work, and the two would share many walks together. They were close friends, and while the dog loved the cat, he would not love him the same way. For years, this was enough for the cat. He thought, one day, One day he will love me. More time passed and one day the dog met another dog and fell in love right away. Oh no. Oh. Oh. He couldn't wait to tell his friend, the cat, and when he did not notice how broken the cat's heart. It picked up the cat day by day, week by week. The cat's soul once was vibrant with life, but as he watched the dog move on without him, it turned white. The cat kept thinking, kept hoping for a different outcome, but it was all proven wrong. The day the dogs married, the cat was found as a pile of ash in his home. Love can be a funny thing, encouraging as it's damning. Sometimes it is better to let go, but we both know that it's easier said than done. Oh, those two stories made me sad. But I am going to choose this one because I really think this is Gaster. Gosh darn it. The youngest was barely a month old then, so meaning Papyrus wouldn't have any memory if it is Papyrus. You bid the trail monster goodbye and Gerson walks around you, and you watch him leave. You carry on and travel along the path. You stay near the wall, and at the end of the path you spot a familiar skeleton, Papyrus, and you walk over to him. You cheerfully greet Papyrus. The tall skeleton leans against the cave wall. I have no clue where the audio went. The music went again. Hold on. Let's get it back. Gosh darn it. Where is it? Waterfall. That's so upsetting. So freaking upsetting. I'm so upset right now. You cheerfully greet Papyrus. The tall skeleton leans against the cave wall. He takes a deep drag from the cigarette. Yo! You ask Papyrus what he's doing here. Papyrus knocks on the wall behind him, and you notice there's an opening behind there. The magical curtain of darkness. I can't focus on this. I can't focus on this stupid curtain now. All my brain can think of is what happened with now it makes sense, the behavior. I'm crying. I'm literally freaking crying. I'm crying. I'm literally in tears. I hate it. I'm gonna take a break for a second. I don't like it. No! The better not be what I think. Now comes the time for the encounter with Aaron, who asks the following question. Who is the strongest monster in the underground? Well, that's obvious. The strongest monster is the one who speaks in hands. Oh, really? Look at you. Choosing me is your answer. Such a good girl. You know, after that story, I can't stay mad at you. My thoughts just keep going back to that story. I am like near tears. I'm hoping that's not like what happened to them. That is just so sad. Oh, don't be sad. Not as time has passed since those events. Okay. We're gonna choose him. So you all saw I did choose Gaster there. Okay, so we're gonna go down the stairs. Oh wait, there's a note. You go down the stone steps, your right hand tingles and it brightly glows mint green. You follow the sensation. God, and you find the piece of paper. Let's see what it says. Jacob and Daniels were almost caught. Aunt Madeira nearly lost it on them. There was dust everywhere. Oh my god. This is starting to make more and more sense now. Question. darkpetal16, are these notes? Are these the mages that did that event? Are these them? So is the note retelling the parts of the story of what Gerson just told me? Like, they're not like one in the same events, right? They're not connected, right? I'm so sad right now. Come find me. He's right to be cautious if a monster has been summoning humans to the underground. God, and none of them have... Yeah, but... God, it makes so much sense. Why now? Oh... I hate these guys so much. I don't care if they went mad because of the goddamn forest. I don't care. I lost all my freaking sympathy for them. I don't care if you say that, oh, they went in and they went mad. I don't care. They asked for help and then they... This is like when I played Dusttale. I'm so sensitive. I don't like this. Okay. We're gonna go. Wah. Oh, welcome back, humans. You've just caught us at quite an interesting time. My little human here is currently facing Alphys. Hey, I'm not doing the commentary. We skipped completely over her fight. Pretty much we're at the end of it where stuff starts to happen. So let's get on with it, shall we? Just so I don't have to, you know, literally go... If you want to watch me fighting Alphys for like the umpteenth time. My freaking heart. I cannot. I don't... Oh, don't cry, sweet human. Anyway, let's do this. The monster makes a noise of annoyance. She creates another axe and turns sharp on a heel. She swipes it down at you. The blade connects to the wooden floor and shakes the entire bridge that you're on, and the bridge splits. Time seems to stop for you and your soul pulses. Everything that happens next is in slow motion, and your eyes go wide. Your eyes go wide. You have a choice to make. Well, yeah, we need to freaking save her because she did the dumb thing. So top tip, if ever you're on a bridge that obviously looks super brittle, don't do what she does. Plain and simply, just don't do it. Look, I know it's tempting, but just don't do it. You have a choice to make. Try to save her. You could step back. You could jump back and make it. But you see the look in her eyes, and you see how her fear, pure fear. You don't know why you do what you do next. Your soul, your body reacts on instinct. You dig your heels into the plank, and everything starts to fall. Kicking forward with your arms outstretched, you choose to jump off the bridge with her. Oh god, Gaster said something here. Let's see. No, why? Why would you do this? You are far more precious. Oh god, he got really excited, hasn't he? Okay. Yeah, he really liked me jumping in to freaking save Alphys. Oh my. But of course, that makes you all the more precious to me. Oh god. Gaster, please try and control yourself. Also, where did the music go? Who cares where the music went? After all, I'm so sorry. I had to censor him for that. Oh, there was no need to. After all, they're all here to see me anyway, so why even censor the juicy parts out? Okay, so what's happened at this point? We have saved Alphys, we pulled her out of the water, and she did somewhat appreciate it, but called me a wimp. Then I went back up the stairs to go and see if I can track down where any Earth Sans is. Which we found him, and he's sitting on a bench. You decide to approach him. Sans is sitting on the carved bench. He stares at something in his hand. It looks like a thin slab of white marble. You approach him and he looks up at you and smiles. Miss Twinkle, it is good. Sans catches himself. He evens his voice out. It is good to see you. You say it's good to see him as well. Sans' smile widens a little more. Would you like to sit with me? You take a seat beside him. What do you think of the underground, he asks you. It's wonderful. He sets the marble slab down. I see. Why does he ask? Just as I thought. He says, I wondered if I met you first. First? You asked him, did he meet other humans? Oh, God. It is him, isn't it? This is the Ghost Story. darkpetal16 is Ghost Story freaking about the Skelly brothers. Is it about them? Can you please confirm or deny it? Are you allowed to? Does it come to spoilers? It's freaking them, isn't it? I wanted you to, like, please tell me. If it's not them, just tell me it's not them. Otherwise, you feel free to hold your tongue and never say it. feel like I'm on the money. I can't shake this terrible foreboding feeling in my stomach that the story Gerson said. I mean, again, it was bad about the cat and the dog falling in love and all that. Fair enough. That was tragically terrible, and that did make me cry too. But the story about the 3 skeletons, well, the three children, the babies, 3. One is a boy, and he's bitter. He don't. I need a moment. Well, she has a moment. Allow me to take over. Yes, he says, his voice quiet and subtle. The first human I met killed my friends. They were very strong, he continues. I couldn't defeat them on my own. My brothers had to help me. Sans looked down at his hands, twiddling his thumbs. Pap almost died too. He's not as sturdy, so he... It's okay, Gaster, you don't need to read this. Sans trails off. I'm glad you're not evil, he says. I'm grateful, really. You didn't know how to respond to that. He hops off the badge and gives you a 2-fingered salute and wink. Take care, human. He disappears. You are now alone. You finish walking through the fields. There's nothing else left here for you now. Okay. Well, I can leave Waterfall now. You have finished. You have finished Waterfall. You serious about that 3rd skeleton, huh? How are you faring for items? I have 100% of the items at this point. Woohoo! Oh god! Yes, my dear. You're soon going to come and see me in person. Oh, Lord, help me. No, Lord, don't help her. Lord, I have this all in control. She's mine. Go away. He doesn't understand why he feels panicked. Why does he feel panicked? That's weird. Why does he feel panicked? Is he, like, nervous or scared? Ignore the journal. It doesn't know what it's talking about. I'm not panicked. Nonsense. Why would I be panicked? Gaster? Oh god, where did he go? Oh god, he actually left. What just happened? Maybe I shouldn't have read the journal. Wait, should I have read the journal the whole time? And maybe that would make him leave sooner. Wait, Gaster, come back! Oh. Pooh. I think I spooked me Skelly. Wow, I actually... God, I feel for him now. Oh no. Congratulations, darkpetal16. You made me feel for him. He needs snuggles. Oh, God, that was so hard to read the stories, though. I really wanted to not be true this. Maybe some other family with 3. Maybe some other family. Pfft, surely it can't be the boys. Why would it be the boys? Well, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye. There'll be a poll on the channel. I'm gonna go lay down. Now, of course, it's time for the bad ending. You call it a bad ending. I called it a happy beginning. You tell me you don't want to fight. You aren't here to hurt anyone. You're simply trying to make your way to the castle. In that case... San tilts his head. Surrender peacefully. I, the Great San, will personally escort you through Snowden, and into the very capable hands of my fellow monsters. If you mean no harm, then prove it. Okay. You surrender. He beams at you. He jumps down from the bones and tosses his axe up in the air, and it disappears before it comes down. Good, he says happily, and he offers you his hand. You take it. Keep a hold on my hand at all times, he says. Come on, let's go. You go with Sans. I probably am instantly going to regret this. There you are, my darling, my heart, my marionette. You wish you had died. Oh shit. Oh, well, looks like Gaster got me. Yes, I did. So, if you got a little confused there, what happened? Simple. When I went with Sans apparently decided to, conveniently hand me right over to Gaster. And, yeah, it was all she wrote. Who knows what happened there? Leave it up to your imagination. I can probably fill in the gaps myself with a couple of very colourful ideas of what went down there. So can I... No. Also, you call me marionette. I'm not your puppet. But then again, technically you are, because you're willingly following the voice. You're like being lured in like a moth to a flame, because you're literally just following him. He said, "There you are, my darling, my heart, my marionette." That is very, very, very concerning. He only says this, so specific lines of text, only in the romance. Otherwise, the other thing he will say is when you're not, if you don't get the full lines, what he says is, "You found me, thank you for your sacrifice." So, that's good to know. Mine was a little bit more spicy and colourful, though. But I didn't die. That's something. I think I lived, but I lived with a fate worse than death. Dark petals, what exactly does happen to us there? Or is it just not suitable? Feel free. What exactly does happen to us? Will we actually find out what happens? I'm guessing I'm going to find out a lot more come chapter. Well then. Only Gasters. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Welcome to, of course, the end of the video. So, by here, of course, is me respond to the comments to the if MAFIAFELL comment section. First, we'll talk of the Gaster episodes. Then, of course, we'll do a Papyrus. If you don't want any spoilers, just skip this part entirely. You already saw the episode. You already saw the bad ending. So, you don't need to be here. But for everybody else, I hope that you're interested in seeing what my response to these comments were. Well, then, let's get on with answering. Skip forward if you want. So, warning, this will contain spoilers for if MAFIAFELL, Gaster's route, since these are the response to Gaster's route, as well as the one for Papyrus's route. So, if you don't want to know, just skip forward, you know. And remember, the warning is still in place. We're dealing with the undead Gaster. So, yes, you've been warned. Don't make me continue to repeat myself. Okay, so we're going to respond to this one first, which is chapter 3. Of none other than Gaster's route. Sorry, Dawn Wingerdings. I gotta remember he's called Dawn Wingerdings. I need to be super respectful of this man, of this skeleton. He's not someone to be messed with. So Dawn Wingerdings, who's a very, very busy individual, in this episode, chapter 3, Lady aka darkpetal16 said, "Huh, the music made me jump." Yes, good, very good, thank you. How dare you? How dare you? That honestly scared the bejeebers out of me. It was like all nice, softly calming like music. It was like low tone. All of a sudden, freaking enter Lawrence like with a bang. Music starts up strong, and I'm like, I could have had a heart attack. Siblings, what can I say? Phew, very true. Rip Pillow. Yes, poor Pillow. Pillow did not deserve that. My character could have made a conscious decision to protect said Pillow, but instead my character's like, no, we'll let the bullet go through the pillow, the last remaining pillow, I guess, to protect the bed. But is the bed really worth protecting? Papyrus definitely has a good voice. Yes, it's a very booming voice, and apparently this is something my character takes great noticing, because it doesn't matter if it's Sans or if it's Dawn Wingerdings or if it's Papyrus's route. My character notices, just damn, he's got the voice. Tinky winky woo. What can I say when I don't know what I'm doing? Of course I can. He's really freaking hot, lol. Yes, my freaking soul. What can I say? This thing needs to be put on a restraining order. Oh, but why? I'm more honest than you. Start to sink into the cold sled. I should not have laughed so loud at that part, but yeah, I did. Oh, you're so mean. You were so freaking mean. I mean, it came like, I knew in the back of my mind, if it's Dawn Wingerdings, if it's Wingerdings, if it's Gaster likes using the void. I was like, okay, what is he gonna do? And the second I heard sludge, I'm like, why? Why is it the inky sludge returns? I mean, I still remember how freaking gross and creepy it was in Underfell, and then like, oh no, now you get to be a lot more personal with it this time round. Let's get in there, let's get right into this sludgy, goopy mess. Ugh. My goodness. I love hearing your voice go up and down in a panic manner as you read through the bad ending. Well, it was quite a bad ending, I must say. I knew it was coming, but was I prepared? No. I mean, at least I lived, but it's still not an experience I want to go through. Oh god, I need Papyrus. Right? Yes, because Papyrus is the only sane one in the family so far. He's the only one that I don't need to worry about attempted kidnapping / murder / whatever that was. A violation of me. You're adorable. Oh, wait, Twinkle, haha. Well, yes, because, you know, he actually said I was adorable and right in the middle of his godforsaken bad ending. And I'm sitting here going, oh, you call me... Wait a minute. You're currently literally dragging me into inky darkness. I should not be feeling flattered right now or flustered. Yet... Because, you know, it's a bad ending. I'm literally trapped here, ready to be frigging conditioned by this blooming skeleton. Thank you for posting the bad ending with WD. Way to go and trying to look on the bright side despite being kidnapped and brainwashed in the void. Yeah, well, what can I say? You've got to look on the bright side when you're dealing with Gasters. I'm going to try to look on the bright side in Underswap too, but I'm dealing with that variant and I don't know what I'm in for. From what you've told me, I'm in for quite a ride. Hopefully these experiences with Wingerdings is going to prepare me, but I feel like, no, from what you've told me, no, this is just the beginning. You and your freaking Gasters, I must say, you and your writing for this particular character, you have way too much fun. But we love to see it. Okay, so now we're going to watch the response to the other one, which should be up here, which again... Lady darkpetal16 responded to chapter 4 and 5 for Wingerdings Around. Said, YOLO, yep, YOLO, 100% by going for a midnight run in a dangerous city. Kids, don't do this. Do not do this. This is not a smart move. Don't go alone outside at night. Make sure people know where you are. Make sure you go with a buddy system. It is smart, especially in a dangerous environment. If there's a place that's going to be well known for having gun arms and all that horrible stuff around, be smart, don't be stupid. Then again, technically I got shot in my own apartment in this, so never mind. It doesn't matter if I stay home. Especially considering what's going on with my freaking neighborhood in this one. What even? I should be smart. My character needs to move. Surprised for going out of your comfort zone. Yay! More suffocating than anything here, I can tell you, Twinkle. No, this poor MC has been choked out one too many times. And I don't know, Sans, that was pretty damn extreme. Twinkle's right to be mad. Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, at least I'm conscious for like a very, very, very long time with Wingerdings, and he at least tells me what's going to happen. He's polite enough to tell you during his bad endings what's going to happen and how this is going to go and what he's expecting of you. Whereas Sans is just like 0 to 10 to 100 straight away, and you get freaking knocked out. And you're like, well, what's going to happen to me now? Am I dead? Am I unconscious? And you're like, oh no, you're unconscious. You're comatose. You're going to keep that for a long time. Wow, Sans. Thanks a lot. At least Wingerdings is going to like come back for me. You're just like... Golly is a slang popularized in this area. It is. I freaking hate golly. I'm really happy and thankful I do not exist in the time period of that godforsaken word golly. Golly is getting on my nerves. I would recommend going to the Swan Park next time. It's only available when on the DB route. DB? Who's DB? I feel like I should know who that is. The DB? Is it only available during his route? I'm a bit confused with DB. Yeah, he wouldn't want to scare off poor MC by being too honest. Nah, freaking just tell my character anything is completely fine. My character would be like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, let's just go for it. My freaking character, what can I say? W versus flower pots everywhere. I know. Give a round of applause to Wingerdings, regardless of what route it is. Freaking flower pot comes through. He hates flower pots. He has a strong disdain for flower pots. I don't know if that means he's had a run-in with Flowey. Maybe he remembers his previous outings in previous games or something. Who knows? But yes, smack the flower pot. Also, shame on them dropping a freaking flower pot out of a goddamn window. People, what are you doing? What was going on there when they freaking smacked the flower pot out? Were they fighting? Were they having like a... Were they getting like smoochy or something? Where was this planned? Did Wingatings pay them to fling a flower pot out at me? My god. But your reaction is why he wants to be close. Yeah, apparently I'm infatuating but frustrating because he's like, And also the simple fact I am danger prone. This is why you're not allowed to think at all. Shots fired, Twinkle. This poor MC. Exactly, but technically this is only proving my point all the more each time, you know? My character's not allowed to think. When they become sentient, bad things happen, and it's out to my control. We have seen this strongly from Sans' route. That freaking ending could have been avoided had my character allowed me to make the decision for you, and literally not opened her stupid mouth. Oh, poor Poppy, hope she's okay. Yeah, she's fine. I just don't know why. It seems to be like she'll sometimes get lonely or she gets really frustrated when the doors are closed. Mostly what she's doing is she's standing outside my parents' room, standing outside one of the rooms over here, and then she's just screaming blue murders and jumping up trying to grab the door handle to open it. She's perfectly fine. It's just, she honestly just doesn't like doors being closed. Lol, that bad and he's heckin' controlling. Yes, he is, but to be fair, it's also kind of endearing. I mean, not only has he put you in a place that is both safe, it's going to keep you from harming yourself or you harming anyone else. It's also going to keep you from flower pots, it's going to keep you from sands, it's going to keep you from possibly guns, bullets, so on and so forth. I mean, I guess technically in a sense, you might have a guess now and again, if indeed my theory about the time out is when Papyrus and Sans gets thrown in there, then in that case at least you get a tiny bit of company for 5 minutes whenever they, you know, anger Gaster, and he's like, nope, you two have been bad, to the timeout corner, into the void. And they're like, ugh. Though I would love to see that scene, if I'm honest. I would love to actually read that scene of them getting put into time out and them coming out of it after. They're just instant reaction. It must be hilarious. Funny version of this would just be our character is stuck in the void, all of a sudden just randomly out of the blue during those years being trapped in there. All of a sudden, like, randomly Papyrus and Sansa just dropped in there. And they're like, what? My employee, what are you doing here? Oh, I've been in here for like a few years now. He said he'd be back in a few. Brother! Why did you put my employee in the void? That's not your employee, that's someone completely different. Please ignore her. And, oh, I probably should have dropped them elsewhere in the void. And you have a go at us and our behavior. What about yours? Do not test me, Sans. I have a perfectly good reason for what I do. Okay, and now for this one, which is chapter 6 of none other than Gaster's route, Don Wingadings. I keep calling him Gaster, but he's called Don Wingadings. I need to, like, remember, WD, he's Don Wingadings. He has got a freaking title. This is a man that you ought to respect. He has proven it more than once during his route that he is an entity to not mess with. I would not be surprised if he is the deathless one that I keep hearing about. I so adore how you do WD's voice, specifically at the, what the, yeah. Because he's just like, walks in, he's just like, my brother is taking forever. Where is he? Really? I leave you two alone for 5 minutes? I know you've even dragged my human into this. Are you freaking kidding me? You two. He's indeed been the responsible adult. Even MC cannot be spared from discipline. Yeah, I feel like if I do anything bad, I'm getting discipline. It's just in Don Wingadings that he does not tolerate misbehavior. It's just, he likes it neat. He likes everything, like, as it should be. Everything needs to go to plan. Anything that goes out of it, like, I can't be a rebellious human in this. Not with him. I feel like I would get reprimanded. I'd probably spend more time in the void than I ever have in my life. You're realising what the time... Yeah, okay, yeah, that confirms it. It is the void. The timer is the void. That is hilarious. WD is returning home after a very long night. W realising his home is in shambles from sounds of papyrus fighting again. Yep, straight into the void. Suddenly shoves them both into the void while he takes a nap. Yeah. Oh, there's another thing about him. For those who have seen sooner or later will have not. A fun fact about WD. Sans and Papyrus both learned very early on when they were younger to never, ever, ever, ever wake up Dawn Wingerdings. Never wake up the eldest. And they've never done it again. They have a very understandable fear and understanding of to not really anger the eldest one because he is not above or beyond disciplining them. Which is probably why they turned out the way they did. Though for some reason Sans and Papyrus came out very differently. Papyrus is a flatter gentleman and Sans is trying really hard to be a gentleman. He is trying so hard. You can tell. In front of Dawn Wingerdings he's on his best behaviour. With us he tries, but sometimes if you push him too far he kind of slips. He doesn't mean to, but he slips. He just gets that frustrated. But he's trying really hard, so when you give him a round of applause. Aw, thank you. Why are you here? You said my name. You really are something, you. It's okay, you can stay. Really? No. Oh. You panic over Chara's hilarious. Well, yeah, I'm dealing with Wingerdings. I'm dealing with a Gaster. It doesn't matter what freaking game we're in. Anybody being romantic towards me, I'm instantly like, oh my god, this is going to get me killed. And Chara's just like, yeah, you're a chocolate lover. That's awesome. Let us get together. No. I love you. No. I don't care. If you get a route, absolutely not. Oh my goodness. Poor MC, poor Lawrence. I mean, poor Lawrence indeed. I feel really bad for what happened with them. I knew it was going to be bad. I knew. Like, everything was pointing towards it was going to be bad. But when you actually get to see everything, how very, like, oh, pitiful. And that whole entire thing. My goodness, that hits hard in the feels. I really had to take a moment. And yeah, Poppy's okay. She's just being loud again. Sparrow, you catch on the area instead of room made me chuckle. He's determined, eh? Well, yeah, here's the thing. The second he didn't, like, say it correctly. The fact that he didn't say, like, oh, you can stay in this, like, you know, there's a way to, like, word that. And automatically, the way it was worded was really freaking off. And then when he said the following sentence, I was like, oh, fudge me. Because you could see straight away what he was doing. We literally just did something to him, which probably alarmed him, because we did something way, way reckless. We also did something out of our routine. We didn't listen. All at once he's realizing, okay, I'm dealing with someone who's rebellious. If I don't do something now, she's gonna get herself freaking killed. And I don't have time to come to her rescue all the time. So for now, I'd rather you go in the void, stay there, behave, and don't freaking move or touch anything, and I'll be back to deal with you when everything else is out of the way, done, safe, and then I don't need to constantly be there to protect you from falling flower pots. Because he's so infatuated as well. Don't worry, we'll be waiting. Yep, we're waiting. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where this goes. Yeah, he's been keeping you safe. Yep, only that. I ugly laughed at the last interaction by Papyrus and Gaster. Overall, I love the way Gaster acts, because deep down, if you think about like what he's doing, it's a messed up way to go about it, but it's also a smart way to go about it. Considering he does have this void that no one else can enter, meaning you're going to be safer in there than out here. There's freaking Dr. Rose, there's the Deathless Beast, There's the freaking mafias. There's the Dramas. Yeah, I'm throwing shade at the Dramas again. I'm always going to throw shade at them. You know, there's so many dangers out there. And there's only so much, like, Papyrus and Sans can do. But also, on top of that, the simple fact that that stuff is happening so close to home at the apartment area. Because if we weren't at work, like Papyrus had asked us to do, we would have been caught in the freaking fire. So, moving on now to the next video. Now, of course, responding to the comments left on Papyrus's route, seeing as it was one big one for him. Lady, aka darkpetal16, said the following: "You laugh at the duet line." Oh, come on, Papyrus could totally sing. I feel like he would be able to totally sing. It's just I'm really thankful you didn't make me sing, because I don't know if I could pull it off. Not in his voice. His voice is gravelly. MC isn't wholly an idiot, simply not used to that kind of feeling. Absolutely atrocious. Don't go defending MC. I mean, look what happens when she's allowed to become sentient. Of course she's an idiot. Her brother is too. But in a very nice way. But Papyrus Road is definitely meant to be a different feel than Sans and W, much more softer. Yeah, it's more like, I guess you would say this is like for the beginner. Like if you're not ready to jump right into the deep end, and you want to take it slow, Papyrus is definitely one of like the most sweeter characters. Yes, there's a bit of edge to him, but it's not like he's ever like angry, aggressive. Sure, he looks a little bit intimidating and scary, but that's it. He's so gentle. He's so nice. And he's so shy. It's very, like, endearing. Then you've got, like, WD, Wingdings, Don Wingdings, who, he's never, like, physically violent with you. He's very calm. Yes, there's, like, this one moment where he's, like, says something a little bit rude, but he's, like, never, like, physically trying to do anything. And he never raises his voice at you. So you always are kind of like a bit on edge with him, and then when you see his bad endings, again, he doesn't do anything to like hurt you. He's not trying to cause you any pain. He drags you into the void where he's going to keep you there for a while. Yes, it's creepy. Yes, it's wrong, but at the same time, he's not trying to scare you. Whereas Sans is completely different. Sans can be a really sweet gentleman, but at the same time, once angered, Sans just lets his rage take control. He grabs you, he shouts at you, and then of course we all saw what his bad ending is, where he literally chokes you. He actually does cause you slight pain. So there is like a difference between all of them. Whereas Papyrus is definitely the one that you go for if you want something soft and gentle, and you know, it's just really cute all the way through. And he even like will stand up to protect you from the others, and even saying like if they do anything to you, just let him know. He's just like so freaking cute. Vermilion is an orange red. Okay, now fun fact everybody, so you all probably noticed on the episodes there's little coloured hearts, right? So my plan was to give Papyrus, both in Underswap and in this one, the orange heart. I can't use an orange heart. For some reason, the orange hearts don't work anymore. So I had to give them yellow. Ugh. It ruins my theming. Ugh. Unless I give him red, I guess, for this one. But I believe I gave Sans red. Oh, freaking hearts. My goodness. But yes, if you guys go back now through my playlist, you'll notice that some of them have been updated. So now there's little like heart emojis besides each route with a different color. I was trying to get them color schemed with them, but it's not going very well. Ugh. It's very frustrating, because apparently I can't use orange. Spot on from Mr. Eel's accent. Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, I find Papyrus 10% more attractive. There is nothing unfortunate about this. He's adorable. I need to see how this develops. Yes, he ships it 100%. Ah, we do love shipping. The shippers. We love it when our boss ships us. Mr. Eel, as soon as MC leaves. Yeah, you know she's single, eh? Yeah, she's single. She's a freaking idiot. She also needs protecting. Papyrus, that is irrelevant to me! Mr. Eel, Sans and Beauty coming in to tease Papyrus. That had me cackling. He would definitely pick up Tiny MC. Oh yeah, he totally freaking would. I mean, you're so small, and considering as well, I'm super short, you know, and also you feel safe for a pie. Just accidentally trip. Oh my gosh, Twinkle. Come on, you all were thinking it too. You definitely all were thinking it, hoping the character was gonna trip right into Papyrus. Come on, you all know you were. I also was kind of hoping our character was stupidly trip right into Wingedings, but hey, I technically tripped forward and he caught me, so I'll take it either way. I still got someone tripping stupidly over something and then getting caught by one of the handsome skellies. But still, I know. Papyrus trying is so precious. Yes, he freaking is. Oh, he's so adorably cute. Papyrus Road makes me want to squeeze a pillow. It does. I was squeezing my pillow too from sometimes. He just was so freaking cute. I really couldn't handle him. I love his behavior. He stays also in character, but he's also like really shy. He's not like used to this. He's never done this before. And obviously he doesn't want, he's your boss, so he also like has to keep that in mind, that he's like, oh, but I'm also your boss and I need to also leave a good impression on you, but at the same time I also like you, and then this is my brother's apparently now involved in all this, which makes it all the more. Your added commentary of WD and MC meeting for the second time, very accurate. That's pretty close to his thoughts process. WD's Wingeding seeing you blood. A new way to cheese the baby bones has been unlocked. This is a good day. Hearing you laugh through the interlude was the best part. Damn you, Sans. He knows exactly what he did. Yeah, that freaking annoyed me. That so godforsaken annoyed me. It was a cute moment. I was like, oh, I completely forgot Sans was going to come in. And then when I saw that someone else spoke, I was like, oh, no. I forgot you come in. Why couldn't you stall? Couldn't you given it to Papyrus? Because nobody interrupts you. Papyrus respecting the choice regardless if he agrees with them. He's more focused on their well-being. That is so cute about him. His red is dangerous for the heart because of how cute it is. He's like a breath of fresh air after Sans and WD, especially after Sans. I mean, WD was creepy, Wingedings was, but again, I could see, like, the positive, cutie side. You know, the fact that he was willing to come and get this afterwards. Sans, on the other hand, just KOs me and doesn't say anything after that. Like, he's like, oh, you smell someone's cologne? Yeah, why are you sniffing me? You need permission to freaking sniff people. Also, the fact that you actually know what I smell of is very concerning, and I didn't, like, elaborate on that at the time. The smell, but the cologne, I'm like, wow, there's cologne. Which one of you guys put cologne in here? Freaking at least Gaster isn't, I mean, he probably would be that bad. He probably would be, but again, Sans is like, no, just pick you up. Let's just KO you with smoke. It's fine. Who cares? I'm sure maybe they're into it. Doesn't plan on, like, bringing me around anytime. Whereas, you know, Gaster eventually is going to come back. I'm just saying, there is a great difference between these two. The handling of the woman. Right then. I believe we covered everything for those comments. I'm sorry, there was a lot of comments to like respond to this time around, since I kind of just posted Gaster's route up full because I was really excited to get it up. And then Papyrus's route just had me owing so much, so I got that up. And then I did the same thing with Gaster's route for Underswap. I'm so sorry. This was lengthy, but it for a good reason. Right, now you guys can get into the chapter. Have fun. Oh, and remember, the warning is still there.